Good night. And I'm Ethan Francis. Hey, this is Federal Full. Join with me are my beautiful panelists.
Hey.
Who are chuckling at me. We also have Crazy Patrick on for interview with Pride Alliance, and we have 42 Eagles, our musical guests. How are you doing, panelists?
Good.
Living my best life. It's been a rough day.
It's crackhead season.
It's what season?
It's crackhead season.
Why is it crackhead season? What does that mean?
The crackheads are going crazy.
Me.
As you saw Patricia also.
Patricia.
Also
Crackheads.
Love her.
Patrick makes my night so much more rough.
Oh.
That's the key.
I agree.
Hi. Oh, he's pulling me to the other side. Oh. Hello.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. So election day was yesterday, and I don't normally get political on this show, but I'm going to, and it's not. I'm hearing some. It's not about the election night or anything like that, but next week there is a very important vote that you'll get in your email. It's the it's a student activity fee vote, whether it's mandatory or voluntary. It's the position of this whole station that you vote to keep it mandatory, because not only does it fund us, but it funds every other SA group. It funds the shuttle bus. It funds health services. It funds the SA lawyer.
Yeah, we all need the.
I mean,
at some point.
It funds the fitness center. Like, come on, folks. Even if you don't use it, you should use all these fun activities in campus clubs.
Are you trying to tell me I'm fat?
Wow.
We should all.
That is not how you should interpret it. So I strongly suggest and urge everyone to keep the student activity fee mandatory, because without that fee, we wouldn't be able to be here, and students would not be able to enjoy Fredonia as much as they are now.
Yay.
Moving forward to enjoying things, the Girl Scouts are getting mad about the Boy Scouts because the Girl Scouts are now suing the Boy Scouts because the Boy Scouts changed their name in 2017 from Boy Scouts to Scouts BSA, and they last year they started allowing girls to be Eagle Scouts, and they started allowing young girls to be Cub Scouts, which is they're adopting a more progressive approach to this. It's also a good business model, and Girl Scouts are getting angry legally because the Girl Scouts claim that they have the they own the legal right to use the term Scouts in terms of girls. So
Interesting.
I don't.
Good discussion. Good discourse really happening,
Ethan,
guys.
how do you feel about this?
I don't know if they.
I'm glad we're
I
on
don't
the
know if
same
they have
page.
like the legal basis to sue, just because the Boy Scouts are going from the gendered Boy Scouts to the more neutral just Scouts. I don't think there's a problem with that. I don't think
they should do that.
I don't think anyone has a claim to the term Scouts in general.
Yeah.
I am in favor of the Boy Scouts accepting girls, because the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts are inherently different. Also, who gives shit?
So
Who gives a
Boy
shit?
Scouts not talk to the Girl Scouts before this out of time? Like, but they're just like
They don't talk.
surprise.
They're enemies.
Well, I mean, they're
Like,
two separate entities. They're two completely separate
yeah, but
entities.
like,
So
I don't know.
I think they should combine and be more inclusive
Yeah.
so that they're not just strictly like, oh, the girls they go make brownies and the boys go play in the woods. Like, they should all do
and that's why I thought it was
everything.
a good. Not only was it a good business model to start accepting girls of the Boy Scouts, but I mean, like,
Right, it should be
why
vice
why
versa.
should girls
They
not be
all
allowed
just
to?
The Scouts.
Yeah, work together. We love teamwork here.
We
Especially
do.
in 2018. Like,
Yeah, seriously, grow
That's
up.
what we're going towards.
A lot of people got mad when the Boy Scouts started accepting girls, because they're like, well, there are girls. There's a Girl Scouts, but like, is there a need to separate them?
Yeah, like what?
Not
what if I wanted
anymore
to-
in
I
today's
don't know.
day and age.
This is the 1960s, people.
Even though it might seem like it. It's not.
In more ways than one.
Yikes.
Interesting.
Wow. You love a star.
This got really deep.
Yeah, it
Patrick,
really
what do you
did.
think? Patrick doesn't have a microphone.
I
Let's say
don't. I've
Patrick.
just been walking around. Why don't they just merge and become the Scouts?
All right, Patrick, take exactly what I
That's a
just
good
said
idea.
and
I've
like
not heard that
reword
idea
it.
yet.
Reword
And I
it.
really appreciate- No, and I think it's just because they're at
Probably
the
shouldn't be wearing
on,
this.
on the bottom line, they're just businesses. I think
Yeah.
you can appreciate Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts for what they've done for you as a child. I was a Boy Scout.
I was
and-
never
Were you?
in it.
Yeah.
How far along did you get?
I don't know, like
How far along are you?
a lot of. I was a lot of years in, not a lot of ranks in, because we didn't really do
What does
much.
that mean? So you saw.
So he didn't.
Yeah, I didn't do.
You never-
Were you a
got
Bear
above-
Scout?
I was like the highest level of Cub Scout, but I also only did it for a year. So
LXT.
I was a Girl
I was
Scout.
never
You're
a
like Eagle
scout.
No, God no, Jesus.
So, do the Girl Scouts have like that same like kind of code of like eagle? Cub?
There was
It's a
like
different
brownie
pair.
or something. I don't really remember. It didn't really matter to me. I was just like, oh, I'm in Girl Scouts. I'm gonna
Ethan's
go
more of
to
a
the horse
Seal
barn
Scout.
this week.
Yeah,
And
exactly. That's why I
But
was
the
never
Aspen
about it.
Hounds.
I always thought it was too girly when I was a kid, and I kind of judged them. But that's another reason they should just be the Scouts.
Also,
And they can do a bunch of
Avery
stuff.
was bringing this point up to me because Avery, our camera gentleman, yeah,
Camera gentleman.
back to you too. He was a Boy Scout. He was telling me, and they sold popcorn, and he said the popcorn was
It's
crusty.
so expensive
And
too.
very
And expensive.
I got
So
suckered
what
into
are
buying
expensive
some at the
crusty popcorn?
Harvest Fest.
That's
It was
tea.
so expensive.
Also, like literally, just merge and sell the cookies. Like nobody cares about your tin of
That's
popcorn.
true.
Yeah,
That's
agreed.
100%
I didn't sell any
actual.
popcorn. I didn't want. I
The
don't want
cookies?
the
Let me
cookies
slap.
do slap.
The cookies slap.
Once you hit that chew,
They hit the slap.
Fidmans.
They
yes,
slap.
we love.
So, back to you, Ethan.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Moving forward in
Skip it to
China,
what, Bob?
we talk about China a lot. I feel like China's
China.
China's like
up to some weird
like you know
stuff.
every
That's
weird
true.
story you're like, oh, that's from Florida. I feel like every weird international story is like, oh, that's from China.
China.
So right
China is the
now
Florida
there's
thing.
a
Your
city.
skin looks good tonight.
Thank you, Patrick. Actually, thank you, Claire, for making the lighting look good on
I'm
my
jealous.
skin. Anyways, the city in China is now banning walking your dog during daylight between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m.
A mood.
Why?
Which is, it's
I don't
following
get
the Mao ideals that owning dogs is bourgeois. That's the reason.
First of all,
How?
What?
Because workers don't own pets, I guess.
well, they should.
Well, China's
You know how
China's
it
a
is.
communist party, and they're following their communist roots.
Yeah, well, they're wrong.
Mao Zedong said, hey, off with welcome to the guillotine. Also, cut off your dog's heads too.
Hold up, bro. We
Oh
just got
my
the whole
God.
new level. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to. I'm just
I
working
do that.
backwards with the logic. Like I'm just taking the. I'm just trying to
like
deconstruct the
that.
logic. I don't agree with it. I don't know. I don't necessarily think that like, oh, those capitalist pigs and their dogs. That's not how my mind
God.
works. Is that how your mind works? I know you,
No.
Shannon, are a little bit more radical than I am.
Well, Shannon does have family over there.
Listen, Patricia.
I thought you did.
No.
Oh, I thought you had like a cousin or something over there.
Patrick.
Oh,
Oh.
God. A distant relative.
Literally. Literally. That's what you literally told me that one time.
Right.
No, you did. So there's that. Ethan, back to you.
But actually, China does have a big problem with dogs. There's a lot of wild dogs running amok, and there's also a big rabies problem in China.
Rabies?
Yeah.
I thought he said
Scabies?
ladies. I was
No,
like,
there's a big
Ladies.
rabies. So
Problem.
I think that might be another reason they're trying to combat, this wild dog population that's just spreading rabies like the Dickens. I don't know, trying to connect some dots here.
That
but
was a phrase to use.
I don't know if banning walking your dog during daylight hours actually does anything. I feel like it's more dangerous to walk your dog at night if there's a bunch of
Yeah.
wild dogs
Yeah,
running around.
that's true.
Yes.
Thoughts, panel?
I think you should be able to walk your dog whenever you want.
Yeah.
So how are you going to deprive your dog of sunlight like that?
So, do you get a
Mhm.
fine if they find you walking your dog?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's illegal, so a fine, imprisonment.
Can you stop screaming
now,
at
do
me?
they imprison the walker
Thank
or
you.
the dog?
Don't tone police me.
Don't
Oh.
scream at me.
Don't
I'm
please,
literally
Excuse me,
backseat
ladies.
They
Please,
probably
hold on.
imprison the walkers,
So
not
much
the
is
dog.
happening.
Do they? Yeah. Where do they put the dogs then? Like, what do they do?
Yeah, you
Not
can't just
outside in the daylight.
lock them up. Like, what if they need their
Make it up.
exercise?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Okay, not all dogs.
They'll
some
be like
dogs
run
lazy,
around
but,
in
like
a
most
field
dogs.
inside.
Yeah.
Hairspray.
I don't know.
Birds.
That's. I think that's really rude.
I'm not
That
cool
is
with
really
that law.
rude.
I think PETA should sue them.
Peter
Yeah.
should shoot? Is
I'm
that what
gonna
you
be
said?
honest
No.
with you, I don't know if PETA has that much
Excuse
power.
me?
Yeah,
to-
well, PETA does a lot of things that
I'm
they
just
probably
saying,
don't have the
you
power
know,
to
I
do.
don't know
Is
if
so.
there an
Yeah.
international
Yeah.
PETA
Yeah.
governing body? PETA chips?
I don't
PETA
know.
too. They send me text every day, so I'm
PETA
sure
Let's
they-
talk about PETA chips for a minute. I
What?
kind of like them.
So good.
That's all I have to say
Does
about
Olive
that.
Garden supply PETA
No,
chips?
but we do
All right,
have pasta nachos.
Thank you. Next, Olive Garden.
Wait,
Thank
hold
you,
on, wait, Can we
next.
go back to this pasta nacho
It's
thing?
a concept and it's real.
That's beautiful.
Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you.
Okay,
Next.
so scrap everything else we're gonna
Oh,
talk about.
Ariana, is that you?
Thought I'd end up.
Hey! Thank you.
I'm stressed.
EJ's probably throwing a fit on the audio board
EJ
right now.
doesn't fit on the audio board every night, so
EJ's always throwing a fit.
might as well give him a reason to. Am I right,
T,
folks?
let him know.
That's
let
the
him
T.
know.
Anyways, wait. Here's a good segue. Speaking of EJ, someone stole a big fat inflatable colon.
I gotta go.
What?
This is old news. This is old news.
Yeah.
What?
The University of Kansas, their this is not the name for it, their cancer department, their cancer research center was about to host an event, and they had a big inflatable colon archway that was kind of like a tunnel, and it cost $4,000, and someone stole it.
The colon
Okay,
was
what
stolen.
was the event?
I just
Why
wanna know-
colons? What?
Because it was like colon cancer. There was a colon, and there were like little tumors on the colon. You could walk under
Oh
it,
my
and it was.
God.
I mean, think about it. If you went to a cancer event, you know,
I would
to
not
benefit
expect to see an inflatable
cancer
colon.
research,
I
and then you
don't
saw a big
know.
inflatable colon, you'd be like, "That's kind of cool."
Would you take a picture with
Or
the
you
colon?
I would
like,
take a
that
picture
would take
under
a
the.
picture with
That's
the colon.
terrifying and triggering for like the survivors.
Twitter
there.
poll: would you take a picture of yourself
Would you
underneath
take a picture
colon?
with the
You'd be like,
colon? I would. Why not?
Anyways, they actually found it. This thing weighed a couple 100 pounds, you know, deflated.
Where?
They found it at someone's house.
Was no one around like when this person was stealing it? Like
It was obviously
They're
deflated.
just like,
but-
oh, that guy's looking at the
Do you
colon,
think?
and then
Do you
they
think
turn
he
around
like
and all of
poked a
sudden
hole
it's
in
gone.
it and then he like deflated it
I don't
and
know,
then he
but-
took it?
probably have a lot of questions.
I'm trying
I
to think
have a
of
lot
what
of
I would do with
questions.
a
Like,
stolen
also
colon.
why? Like, what are
My
you gonna do
question
with
is, Where
it?
did they
Right.
find this in the first place?
would
Who
you-
did they contact?
Maybe
Like,
he
hey,
was
can you get us
throwing-
a giant inflatable colon tunnel?
Maybe he was like throwing a
With tumors,
colon
please.
party and like he wanted it for his colon party.
What would you do with the stolen colon? What would you do?
What would
On the
I
black
do?
market.
Well,
I've got
first
student
of all-
loans. I've got student loans.
I will say that
just
thing is
saying.
worth $4,000.
Exactly.
I don't know what the
Yeah.
market is there. I
I'd
don't-
probably sell it too. First I'd throw a party, then I would sell it.
Ooh, oh yeah.
A colon
I do
party.
But there is a wholesome ending, so they did
Clean
find
their
it.
colon.
There was a $1,000 reward put on the
wow.
stolen
Wow.
colon.
Someone paid me $1,000.
There was a
for
tip
colon.
called into the investigators. They found it, but in the meantime, they had a GoFundMe set up to try and replace it.
Who
Their,
doesn't have a GoFundMe these days?
it was their goal was
Before bed doesn't have
$4,000
one,
to
yeah.
replace the stolen colon. They actually raised $11,000, so now they could buy 2 more colons on top of the
Oh.
found colon. So now
That's
they have
a lot.
Holy
3 colons.
colons!
So not only is it just an archway, you can make a tunnel out of it. You can get lost in this thing now.
That's a lot of colon.
That sounds like Bounce Magic or something,
lot of
you
crap.
know?
Or like maybe
Like
they'll
those
put them like
giant-
together in like a circle and like
Yeah.
they'll.
Did we all hear what Lucas just said?
No,
What?
I
What did you
just-
say?
What'd you say?
I said there's a lot of crap to go through.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Thanks, Shannon. I appreciate it.
Good
At least someone
one.
appreciates me here.
Oh my god, that was a
What
lot.
just happened? Okay, thank you. Next.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next.
Next.
Excuse me, the old Taylor can come to the
I'm
phone
gonna be
right
honest
now?
with you. If I ever came that got that stolen colon, I just put it right
If you-
outside the WNYF entrance, so that you always.
Oh,
could
that'd
do
be
it.
cool.
The
That'd be nice in the
WNYF bathroom already
winter.
looks like a colon. We don't need
Oh my god.
Honestly,
Ew.
I feel like
true.
I'm cut off.
That place shall
It's,
now be
it's,
known
it's
as the
for
colon.
good reason. Thank you. Next.
Yo.
Okay, so we're going to Australia now.
Thank
I
we
love
always
Australia.
go to Australia.
We always go to
too.
Australia,
It's the
too.
town of my people.
Thank
No, I
God.
take back my comment about China is the Florida of the world. Australia is the Florida of the
Australia.
world. Yeah.
That's a little. I think that's a little.
Wait,
far.
no, wait until I tell you the
Oh,
story.
no, I know the
yeah,
story.
So
You
there's
can-
this woman. She, first of all,
the
she
headline.
claimed to have joined the Mile High Club with a ghost.
Wow.
An
Props
icon.
to her.
And she is,
Honestly, my
she
idol.
says she's had sex with multiple ghosts, too.
Was she cheating on the other ones?
I don't
Or-
know if,
Yeah.
Maybe they're not exclusive.
I don't know how ghost
I'd have to
romance
ask the
works.
ghost.
The sociology of ghost romance. I don't.
I
I've not.
love
I've
that
yet
class.
to take that class.
Register.
Anyways.
Is that really a class?
No. Shut up.
Also, very interesting. I guess ghosts
weird
become
classes
gender
here.
fluid because she said she didn't know if the
Tracy did
ghost
feel
was male or female. She couldn't really tell, but that's not what matters.
Yikes.
I respect that. She's looking at
I
what's on the
don't.
inside.
I mean, I get. Is there an inside or an outside to a ghost though? Like what?
It's
If you can
All
go,
ghosts have feelings.
like if you can go through it, what's the inside? What's the
metaphorical
outside?
inside,
I'm just,
Ethan.
you
I don't-
know,
When somebody says, "Oh, you like them for what's on the inside," they don't mean
like
their
you
colon.
yourself. I know what's on the inside and outside because I can touch your outside. But if I can't touch it, it's inside. But if
I'm
I can touch
scared.
the whole thing of a ghost,
But
what's
again, my point is when people say, "Oh, you like them for their inside," they don't mean you like them for their colon.
Anyway, she was in a cave system. She was like in
This is
this
getting so
in this
deep.
tourist cave area. You know, she was walking, hiking, exploring, and all of a
On
sudden,
a stroll.
she heard her ghost boyfriend question mark speak for the first time.
Ooh.
And he spoke in a very
He was
deep
like, "Hey."
and sexy and loving voice. These are all quotes.
I
And he said, and it echoed throughout the cavern,
Patrick?
"Will you marry
It
me?"
was, it was the ghost.
he's here.
Although the ghost didn't get on one knee because ghosts don't have knees.
How do you know?
That's what she said.
Oh, okay. I had to clarify. I'm fact checking you, Ethan.
So, and it echoed, "Will you
Holy
marry me?"
smokes.
And she said yes, and she
Smokes.
is ecstatic.
Where's her ring?
Yeah, did she have
Where's
a
the
ring?
rock? It didn't happen
I
then.
don't have answers for you.
Didn't happen.
Call her up. Get her on the phone.
Check her into a hospital.
Call her in live to Fred.
Yeah.
What do you? How do you feel about first of all, ghost sex. We're just gonna tackle this one thing at a
Ghost
time.
sex.
How do you feel about ghost sex?
It makes me nervous. I don't understand.
I feel like it's
I
safe
also
sex.
don't understand.
Yes. Very safe.
I mean, I
Very
guess most importantly, it sounds consensual. So
Yeah, I
So that's
Hopefully.
good.
How do you know if the
yeah,
ghost
that
doesn't
ghost
talk?
could be like,
I don't know.
You don't know.
Well, if they are at SUNY Fredonia, it's affirmative consent. So there needs to be a verbal yes.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't effort. It was in Australia.
Okay,
Do you
no,
listen, Lucas? I don't know.
the land of your people, Lucas.
land of
Pay
your
attention.
Yeah, I can't say what goes on over
I don't
there.
know. I don't know. But I don't.
I
Do
don't
you like
understand.
feel anything? Like,
Ask
thank you next. Okay.
Thank you next.
Okay. How do you feel about
Marrying a
marrying a
ghost.
ghost?
Sure.
I guess if
I don't
they-
think that's legal. Like, is that legal?
I mean,
I guess we'll find out when
Like-
she takes it to
It's not
But-
even.
office.
I
of-
mean, you can marry
That'd be
whatever
like
you want in
me
the
being
traditional
like,
sense.
I want to
You
marry
know.
the sun. Like,
You can.
Can
I
I
mean, in
do
the
that?
traditional sense, you can do whatever you want. You know.
Suppose.
Well,
But, like,
You
what
can
was said
you can form a
earlier,
union with anything you want, you know, religiously or what have you.
The
It's
TLC
just if
show. What was said earlier?
is it like
like
My-
my strange addiction.
Yes, that.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, the guy with
Like,
the car.
People, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
That guy has
right.
sex with his car. Like
Yeah.
illegal. People
I-
do it
I don't
anyway. A
think
TV show.
We don't kink shame.
Illegal?
No, we don't kink shame.
Is it illegal?
What?
I mean,
I don't know. People do it anyway.
Is
I mean,
it-
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what you do in your own house to your own
Car.
car
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, next.
I mean, what are you trying to like fight for car rights? I don't think cars have rights
All
because
rights
they're
are
not living
important,
beings.
he
I don't know why I'm saying this. It's pretty obvious.
Have
Nature
you
has
ever
rights.
driven a Tesla?
I'm just saying. Someone tweeted in,
Yo.
Lucas. It's they said that we should
Vroom,
fire
vroom,
you.
bitch.
Ethan, was it you?
It was Daniel Northup. I don't.
Oh,
know.
yeah, that
what
guy.
did he
Dan.
do?
Dan.
Oh, damn.
Dan is watching and he says we should fire you, and I don't know why you.
Oh,
I
All in
think-
favor? You're
thanks,
out.
Shannon.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Excuse me, that was not a majority? I'm just saying.
Avery
was
had a hand.
2 out of 5.
Counts.
Oh, if we're counting the audience, then there's a lot less.
Oh wait, I think we're missing the most important thing. She said she joined the Mile High Club with the ghosts. That means ghosts are on planes.
I mean,
That's terrifying to me.
can't ghosts be anywhere they
absolutely
want to be?
terrible.
They
I don't
also
know.
need to travel.
A ghost can be anywhere they
ghost
want to
can
be.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean
like
the plane
fly,
could?
like-
Apparently not. Well, they
Flight
cut in
attendants
airplanes.
die
Maybe-
too, okay?
They probably.
Maybe they want to relive their
That's
life.
really scary to me.
I
That's
guess it
honestly this.
depends.
Like, I don't care if you have sex with ghosts or marry ghosts. You know, that's your own thing. You know, you do that with yourself. You know, but if there's a ghost on the plane that I am on, that affects me.
Not if the ghost leaves you alone.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't know what ghost sex feels like. What if a ghost had sex with me?
That's
What
rape.
did you say? You don't know what a
That's
ghost?
rape.
What?
You know, what if every time you like shiver, it's
It
just
is.
what if that's a ghost?
This is
What
a
if every
lot.
time you get like the pee shivers, it's a ghost like feeling you up in the bathroom?
yo, should we thank you next?
I'm just saying.
We might need.
I'm
to-
asking
Don't worry
the
about
important
me, I'm
questions.
quitting.
I'm quitting.
Wow.
Me too. This is gonna be the last episode.
We should get the next
Thank you
bus.
for coming to the series finale.
MTV.
I'm just saying.
Next.
I'm just
Anyone?
saying. Whatever, guys. You don't respect my curiosity. And that's
You're right.
okay.
You're
It's
100%
okay.
right, actually.
I do. It
okay.
just makes me nervous.
Oh, I just don't understand.
I don't
like-
believe in ghosts.
You
Let's
don't?
be real.
You don't have to
I
believe in
know.
them for them
Maybe
to,
I
you
do.
know.
I think I might. I'm not really sure.
I feel like
Yes.
I believe like the scientific I don't know. I feel like I've read some things.
We don't have any scientific anything
Yeah, they
about
do.
the afterlife, though.
True.
Do you believe in
so.
love after love?
No.
T.
I believe in ghosts. I don't know how far.
I guess, yeah, you
I'm
have to never
already
ask
a
that
really
question. Do you
paranoid
believe
person.
in
I don't like to
ghosts?
think about it.
I think that's a good start. I do.
Have you
I
ever seen the
personally-
Winchester Mystery House? BuzzFeed
Yes.
Unsolved.
Yes. Love BuzzFeed Unsolved.
I guess, I don't know.
Sarah Winchester is rolling over in her
I
grave.
feel like now, though,
Like,
like,
he didn't build 200 plus routes
the
for
skeptic in
nothing.
me is just like, it's 2018, we have all this technology. If ghosts really did exist, wouldn't we, like, for sure know by now?
But there's also so much we still don't understand in the world.
As a part of University Ghost Show, yes. Ghosts are
Hunter?
Real.
You
Yes.
actually said your show title wrong.
Yikes. So sorry, everyone. Gotta go.
Gotta
okay,
go.
Shannon, so
Oh.
for disrespecting WNYF's newest show,
Premium.
That
you
I
have
have
to
on.
try the new Pringles flavors.
Okay. I will.
Do you know what those
What is
flavors
it?
are?
No.
Wow.
Okay, so
It's
for the Thanksgiving season, which doesn't exist, it's just Christmas time now. It goes right from
True.
Halloween to Christmas.
Wow.
We take
No,
one
it's-
day to
I
eat
support.
turkey
Yeah.
There's no. What do you do for Thanksgiving season? You know.
You
Have
should. You cook.
Thanksgiving
You
dinner.
should be thankful of your family and friends all year round.
Agree.
It should not just be one
Agree.
day.
Yeah,
Saying.
whatever.
Agree.
You shouldn't have to
Gonna
celebrate
drop a hot
genocide
take
to
real
eat
quick.
turkey, whatever.
Exactly.
Anyways, it's all money. Black Friday is a bigger holiday
Yeah,
than Thanksgiving at this point.
And it's kind of
It's bourgeois, just like dogs.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you ruined it.
My boy Mao. Anyways, so for this Thanksgiving season, Pringles tested out a couple flavors, and they found 3 flavors that tested well with their focus groups or whatever, and it is turkey, stuffing, and pumpkin pie flavored Pringles.
That sounds absolutely disgusting.
And so they're selling them online starting this Tuesday, I believe. I tried to check the date of the article. They did it quickly.
That's
We
disgusting.
should do a taste
But,
test next week.
and they're selling them online for $15 for 3 packs.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have to try all 3 of them
Isn't that
essentially.
kind of expensive?
I don't think
I
we
don't
need to
think-
try them.
So how do you
That sounds
Turkey
disgusting.
stuffing, probably just salty and
turkey
some
and
meat,
stuffing
some
and
meat.
pumpkin
Oh,
pie?
it's
Like in
Yeah.
It's
one?
3 separate
Pumpkin
flavors.
pie.
3 separate flavors.
That's what I thought, but then I don't know.
meaty.
Well, no, there's like
salty,
3 different
meaty,
Pringle
salty.
cases.
Sounds
Yeah.
I'm so
disgusting.
uncomfortable by this whole conversation.
Me too.
And what was the last one? Pumpkin.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin,
Is
everything's
that a
disgusting.
new sorority on campus? Pumpkin pie?
No, I will plug. I
Pumpkin
thought pumpkin
apple
everything.
pie?
Sisters.
EBC's pumpkin beer, good. I'm 21 now.
Oh.
Take that, mom.
Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Okay. Anyways.
I'm proud of you.
Whatever.
I probably would not try them.
Me either.
I would try. No, come on. If they're given to you free, would you try them?
Yeah, I guess.
Like if I
probably
were like,
wouldn't still.
look under your seats. You get Thanksgiving Pringles, and you get Thanksgiving Pringles. Would you eat them?
No.
Yeah, I'd probably try.
I
I'd
would.
probably like take like a little baby bite, like you know that episode of
10 likes on
SpongeBob
the
when
next tweet to get
Squidward
us to
like
try 'em.
bites the Krabby Patty. That's what I would do.
10 likes on the next tweet for the panel to try them next
I mean, you got to give me $15. That's the bottom line. I will do it.
we have a budget, Ethan.
Warp. I believe
Warp
that's his
Tour?
warp.
Warp
Are you-
or rip.
No.
Rest in peace.
You're reading it.
So yes, if you would like to. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a tweet. University Ghost Hunters is now firing you for.
Who tweeted it?
Dan did. Weird.
That's
Dan is throwing lots of
We're
shit.
both
Yeah,
got
no.
fired.
No. I'm
Yo,
No, she's
Dan's
still good
been
with
in
us.
a
She's still
mood
good with us.
today. He's
No.
been-
Listen,
You know-
Daniel, I'm so sorry. Take me back. And I feel like it's Olivia's choice.
Hey, I'm just saying, before we go to break, if you
I
Venmo
know.
Ethan Francis $15, I'll buy the Pringles and I'll eat them live on air, and I'll do whatever you want.
Pringles do
While
not
that
cost $15.
That's what
People
I
do.
said for 3. That's
Oh,
still
I clearly
expensive.
have not
That's
been paying
$5
Venmo
a
Ethan
can.
Francis $15. I will eat pumpkin
That's
pie
nuts.
Pringles live on
That's
air.
nuts.
If you don't
It's
rap in
probably
5
just
seconds,
so
I'm going to throw my
limited.
stool.
We will be a commercial.
Wait,
Patrick
like
is
your
getting really
stool or
antsy
like
to
your
talk
stool?
more with the camera on him, so he will do that with Pride Alliance. I hope Pride Alliance talks more than Patrick. Please, God, please talk more. Yeah, if they're going to do that. I will see you after the break. This is Fred before bed.
Bye.
We'll have Cher next.
Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So how was work?
It was 1,300 hours. My math class from 302 was in the trenches. Davy Roth had it the worst. Fractions were coming at him left and right. He just didn't get the damn things. 2 days ago, I tried to teach him what 1/4 of 1/2 was using different sizes of blocks. Yesterday, I tried again by dividing up pizza. Both missions failed.
Oh, no.
But today, I was ready. I created a combat math game where the only way to beat the enemy is to out-fraction them. Davy conquered every last denominator. My game was so successful, the principal is deploying it to math squadrons all over the school. Anywho, how was your day?
Oh, today my boss treated the office to salad wraps.
Salad wraps.
I know.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today, I'm just an aluminum can, but one day, I could be a stadium.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
As much as it pains me to do this, I will now hand Patrick the microphone.
Hey! Good to see everyone. Welcome back to Fred Before Bed. This is the part where I interview guests. But before we do that, I'm going to reveal tonight's mystery entree. Tonight's mystery entree is a chicken parm from the C-store. That looks delish, right?
Is this Cooking Wave?
Literally Cooking Wave. Not only did it... Okay, I'm afraid my apple dessert is going to spill. So it comes with an apple dessert and some broccoli. So that's fun.
Patrick, you didn't leave it to be much of a surprise. You revealed it right away.
It's a mystery dessert for the viewers.
Oh.
Okay, mystery dessert. Anyways, listen. Chicken parm is not the star of the show. It's Pride Alliance.
We know.
Okay, well, that's tea. So, let's start off with your names.
All right. My name's Al. Should I talk into the microphone?
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah,
Hi.
do whatever you want.
My name's Al. Hi.
You can throw the microphone. Don't do that.
Oh, I'm the secretary for the Pride Alliance.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
And I'm Victor. I am the vice president of Pride Alliance.
The VP.
Yeah, the VP.
I love that. That's great. Love a VP. So, you guys put on the drag show, right? Yep. So when is that coming up?
It's coming up this Friday at 7:30 p.m. in the Williams Center NPR.
Awesome. So is there anything different this year about the drag show than years past?
Yeah, this year we're bringing back Clairvoyant to be our host. And
awesome.
If you
don't
know
know
of her, she is the best drag queen in
Is
all of
she?
Fredonia. That's my opinion, though. Can't qualify
is she a
it.
student?
She was a student. She's an alumni.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
So, and we're also bringing Aunt Lucifer, which is Abby
Love
Truax. Truax? How do you say her last name?
Truax.
Truax. I don't
Abby
know.
Truax.
It's true. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah.
Purex?
I don't know. But anyway, I forgot her last name. That was rude. But
Yeah.
yeah. So we're bringing her as well, and it'll be a great time because they're both great performers and they're alumni. So it's like dope.
It'll be great. So, what do you think is your favorite song for the queens to perform to? Is there any Britney mixed in there?
Oh, God.
I can do a live.
Is there any
performance.
Ariana Grande already on there?
I think there is.
I think there's some Ari. Ari's hot this season.
Yeah,
Ari,
I think.
Thank you. Next.
That song slaps. I love that. She had me crying before noon on a Sunday morning. Like, it was bad.
Noon on a Sunday morning? That sounds like a Maroon 5 song.
That sounds like a Maroon 5 song.
Adam Levine's quaking in his boots.
Good. Yeah, no, we got the classics. We got Lady Gaga on there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, of course, the lady.
Love Lady Gaga.
Yeah, so
The Count. The Countess.
we have what was it? We always have our good intermission where our DJ is Noah.
Noah,
Our
yeah.
DJ Noah. He is also
I know.
he is
Who is
he's
that?
an alum as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He just graduated last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did?
General manager of the radio station.
Oh, I
Noah
didn't know
on
him.
air.
Noah on the name does not ring a bell.
Yeah, and you know,
Yeah.
and he does. We
I'll
brought him
look him up.
before. We brought him before, and he does a
So does he get,
really
like,
great
paid?
job. Yeah.
That's tea. You should pay me. I can do live performances.
I'm not sure we want to.
Are
Are you gonna be there?
Is no? Yes.
Good.
Well, tickets are $3 for
Oh, yeah,
students
thank you.
and $5 for the general public. So.
So where do
yeah.
you get tickets at the ticket office?
Yes.
I sure hope so.
And
Yes.
And where does $1 from each ticket go, Victor?
$1 from each ticket goes to the Breaking Binaries Fund. The Breaking Binaries Fund is a fund that was started, I want to say, in 2014 by members of the Pride Alliance. And basically, we are hoping that over time, the scholarship will keep getting bigger and bigger so that it will be a scholarship to go to trans or gender nonconforming youth on campus.
That's amazing. That's a great cause. So buy your tickets. What are you doing?
Yeah, and it's always
Get
a great
to the ticket
time.
office now. Go park there. Put your hazards on in the little
it's
parking
closed.
area.
You don't need your hazards on in that parking area.
Oh, you don't?
No, it's just 30 minutes.
30 min?
They changed that now?
No,
I've
you're
definitely
not.
parked there for like 3 hours before.
Really?
Anyways, get your tickets and you should go because why wouldn't you? Okay, to the hard-hitting questions now.
Hard hitting.
What's your favorite Britney Spears song and why?
It's If You Seek Amy.
Thank you.
Because it's a bisexual anthem.
Yes, a great answer. I almost said question. It's an answer.
Oh my God, y'all are putting me on the spot.
On the spot. You can do like top 5.
I have not listened to Britney Spears in years. I'm a fake gay.
I'm a Halsey gay.
Yeah.
Because I'm edgy. And I wear Doc Martens.
You should book Halsey.
Oh my God.
And by Halsey, I mean me.
Yes. I'm gonna be a little basic. I also enjoy If You Seek Amy, but I was gonna say Circus. I don't know why.
Oh, Circus is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
It's just right. No,
With the
I really
lips.
yeah. I think I used to enjoy like watching the music video, and I was like, oh, it's just like I like it. But now I realize like I had a crush on Britney the whole time.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had a crush
No,
on
with
Britney.
Shakira the same way. Like
Oh,
Shakira's the
yeah.
first woman I was ever in love with.
No, I'm Puerto Rican, so Shakira had me in my room like.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I was like, I just
his hips
think
don't lie.
I was like, I just like her dancing.
Yeah. She's like, dancing must really be her passion. You can really see her passion in this.
Yeah.
So where does Pride Alliance meet, and how can someone go there?
Fenton 168 Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Is this the camera I'm supposed to be talking into?
The one Avery.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Hi.
I think I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I'll look at both of you.
Okay, just look in the middle.
Yeah,
Just look at me.
We're inclusive. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. in Fenton 168. And is that it?
Yeah, and I'm the
Oh.
vice president, which means that I run the GBs. So
So you do it all.
Yeah, I mean, like I run the general body meetings. So if you don't like my voice, then
President, don't know them.
Yeah. So if you don't like my voice now, then you probably shouldn't go. But I promise I'm nice.
You love your voice.
If you want,
kidding?
oh my god, sorry. If you want to get on the email list, email Fredonia Pride Alliance at gmail.com.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
Gmail.
at gmail.com, and I will put you on the email list. You'll get my lovely messages every week. My signature is rainbow, and I
Oh,
put
that's fun.
a rainbow emoji at the top of every message, so that's fun.
Love that. Love
my
a social media icon.
It's
Is
my
email
claim to
social
fame.
media? I don't know.
No.
Probably not. No.
No.
I'm 80. It's fine. So, does Pride Alliance do any other like events you would want to talk about?
Well, we just had our Queer History Month pass.
Oh, awesome.
So that's like in October. And so that's like different events that we put on, lectures and
Okay.
the drag show is basically the closing out of the month because
Okay.
it's a little later, but it's our closing ceremony basically for the Queer History Month.
That's great.
And at the end of November, we have our trans clothing drive on November 28th, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. It's just like we have collection days where you can come and donate your old clothes, and then on November 28th we'll have them like out on like a table, and it's like a clothing, like you can like take them basically. Right?
Yeah, and the whole idea is because a
thank
lot
you.
of like trans and gender nonconforming people on when they leave to college, they start expressing themselves more, you know, and actually dressing or, you know, being themselves. But a lot of times it's very hard to like buy a whole new wardrobe or, you know, like especially if like when trans people come out and they start dressing differently, maybe not all do, but you know, they start dressing differently and like clothes are expensive, and buying clothes that also fit you properly and are affirming is also expensive because a lot of times you have to tailor them or like it's a struggle. So basically, or some people like don't have parents who are like affirming or like supportive, so their parents won't give them money to buy these clothes that they don't support them wearing. So it's just a nice way to be able to give back and help clothes go around in the community. I know that my friends and I have circled clothes that basically like to the point where I see somebody, I'm like, those are my pants. So like it's nice to, you know, recycle, and it's also like eco-friendly, and also anybody is welcome to come and take clothes though, because at the end of the day we usually have clothes left over. So like come through even if you're not like trans or gender nonconforming.
He's older than me. He's been doing this for longer than I have, so he's better at explaining things than I am.
I just talk a lot.
Making my job easier, for sure. So anything you want to mention that I may have not missed, that I may have missed or didn't touch on?
What's it?
Social media?
Social media. Our Instagram and Twitter are both Pride at Fredonia. Do we have like we have a Facebook group.
Love the FB.
Yeah, isn't the membership like private?
Yes, it's a closed group.
Yes, it's a closed group. If you join it, it will not show up on like your public profile or anything. Only you know that you're in the group.
Yeah, so it's the official
official Pride Alliance at SUNY Fredonia.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Excellent. Yeah. So let's recap real quick. Drag show is on what date?
Oh, the 9th. Friday.
9th.
Yes.
Friday the 9th at
7:30.
7:30. Get your tickets.
Yes.
Because you'll get to go to the drag show and it'll go to a good cause.
And the drag show is always a fun time. By the end of it, you want to go out after. So
Listen,
it's so fun.
Shannon and I went to the drag show last year, and there's just one performance that really stuck out in my mind that maybe we'll have to talk about after.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Are you talking about in the spring?
A Leona Lewis tune comes to
Oh,
mind.
yes. I wasn't there that day. I came down with a stomach bug.
That was a lot. But listen,
spared me.
Pride Alliance, I want to thank you so much for coming on. So
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
and
you.
we will see you at the drag show.
Yeah, of course.
Amazing. All right, we'll be back with Eagle prefix. What's the number?
42.
42 Eagle coming up next. Stay with us.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Bro? Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It's good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find, cultivate, and train a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
I realized that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. It's got nothing to do with fairness. Bam. Your whole world changes in an instant. And you never see it coming. That's what happened to me. The day my mother had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to learn the signs of a stroke fast. F-A-S-T.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke. F-A-S-T. Fast.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic.
So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Bro? Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It's good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
I am very pleased to introduce to our show for, what, like a third time now?
About.
I think so, a third time, 42 Eagle. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing mediocre,
Same
but
here.
that's better than usual, so I
Yeah,
guess we'll
thriving.
take, that's a W in today's book. Very excited to have you guys on to hear you guys play.
Thank you.
So why don't you take it away?
Awesome. It's hard to force a smile while I'm stuck in this place. These empty soulless eyes are glued to my face. I'm done lying to myself that I'll be okay. This weight on my back is starting to weigh me down. Sorry, I don't want to be home. Well, I'm sorry, I don't want to be here. I was just trying to see straight. Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm like kind of excited because I actually, for once, like know something about the music group we're having on. So I don't look like a blabbering idiot. Well, I do, but not as much as normal. I know you guys just came out with some new music a couple months ago, and it's what, available on pretty much everywhere now.
On all streaming services, that was the first song. It's called Easily.
Do you guys want to talk a little bit more about that, or?
We took it upon ourselves to record some music over the summer. Chris played bass, and I sang and played guitar, and our friend Andrew recorded it and played drums.
It's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Big on like Spotify and everything.
Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah, it's just basically on every streaming platform.
That's being legit.
Yeah.
So that's
all bases.
Thank you, Patrick.
Also, I'm sorry I accidentally walked in front of the camera. I really didn't mean to, Claire. I'm sorry.
Please start playing.
You're great. You're so good.
Yes.
This is our second song off our new songs. It's April and it's snowing outside. The weather here sure coincides with the way I feel and how I just died. A little bit inside. Sporadically I pick up the phone and do what I do when I mess up, and I went to go apologize to you, 'cause I didn't want to lose what we could happen. I feel like I already did, so what's the point of even trying? I'm just a stupid kid. How did I know that I meant nothing to you? Just a play toy at the moment until you found something new. Could have been more. Could have been more than just an asshole. Could have been more. Say I'm loose as a screw. You were on and off like a switch. It's so unnerving. I felt bleeding. I'm sorry that I'm always saying sorry. How did I know that I meant nothing to you? Just your play toy at the moment until you found something new. Could have been more. Could have been more than just an asshole. Could have been more. Could have been more to distraught and so naive, this nervous wreck I came to be. My soul is trapped in this one place where I will no longer see your face. I feel distraught and so naive, this nervous wreck I came to be. My soul is trapped in this one place. I feel distraught and so naive, this nervous wreck I came to be. My soul is trapped in this one place where I will no longer see your face. No longer see your face.
So you guys have been playing live all semester, right? Do you guys have any shows coming up anytime soon?
Yeah, we have actually a show on Friday. It's going to be a house show. So if you guys want to come, just get in contact with us and we can get you that address. And yeah.
So social media, what social media do you guys have?
We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Tinder.
Bandcamp.
What's Bandcamp?
Bandcamp is like a
Is it like
really
Guitar
awesome
Hero?
website.
Well, this one time in band.
There it is. So that's all just 42 Eagle. We'll be able to find you pretty easy.
Official 42 Eagle
Okay.
for all the social.
So you know what to do on Friday, folks. You go to the drag show, and then you get in contact with 42 Eagle, and you go to their house show.
Yeah,
we
we'll
just
hook
found
you
you a Friday night activity, so you better not be at home, Patrick, like normal.
Let's
That's
fill
the
out that
thesis.
house.
Thank you. Next.
He said good night.
I'd like to thank you guys for coming on again. I love having you guys on. You guys are always put on a great show. I'd like to thank Pride Alliance for coming on and dealing with Patrick.
You guys were great.
Make sure you support both Pride Alliance and 42 Eagle this weekend. I'm Ethan Francis. This is Fred Before Bed.
Bye.
Bye.